Hey everyone, Optimus Wilbur here, and I thought I'd share my thoughts on that Siege Netflix trailer, and I don't really want to put it up on the channel in case it gets struck down instantly, but it looks okay. It looks a vast improvement over the Machinima episodes. So it's going to be interesting to see if it's going to be like full 25, 30 minutes on Netflix. But at least we've got something. I know people enjoy the Cyberverse. I'm not a big Cyberverse guy myself, so at least now we have something to be excited about in June. So, what else has been happening? I thought I would have some time with you guys because, of course, as like you've seen banner and stuff, it's Generation 2, and I'm still waiting on a few things to arrive. And my actual recording room is a complete mess. Hey, Bill. Bill, are you free or are you busy just now? Oh, no worries, Bill, no worries. Don't know what you think, dude. What do you think of the trailer for the Siege story? It looks okay. It looks a lot better than the Machinima episodes. The only thing, I wish they got Peter Cullen and stuff, but it didn't sound like him. He got a doctor's appointment. Oh, don't worry, dude. I'll probably still be here for a while. I needed to get away from my college work. I had to make my documentary, and I think it'll pass, but because of the weather, it's been absolutely atrocious here. It's rushed. I wanted to do extra stuff. I've got my photography studio all set up, and I was going to do stuff with it. But it's totally rushed. So it's just one of those things. 2 wee seconds, I take a drink. But I did get, which I've left down the stairs. I was in one of the shops, just like when me and my wife were out driving, getting all the footage, and I managed to pick up the Siege Battle Masters Wave 1. Right, wait for this, Bill. They still sell one, just one still sells for about £12 here. And I got 4 of them for £9. So it's like just empty the shelf. Wait, is that a Virgin class ship? I think so. Yeah, I've got some Star Trek stuff. Like when I was a kid, I collected the ships. I like the ships. I'm not big. I wasn't a fan of the figures. But when it came to the ships, especially next gen, I always had the ships. I've got the 2 Enterprises somewhere. I just need to make what it is. They were all nice and tidy. Then cats like to come in and scalp everything away, especially Gaia. But yeah, it was. I managed to pick them up for £3 each. No, it wasn't. It was less than that. Sorry, but it came to £9, so I was happy getting 4 Battle Masters for basically cheaper than one. So I'm over the moon with that. But I've been sitting trying to do this work, and I just seen the trailer there, and it does look good. It's very anime, from like Netflix, from some of the stuff they've produced. So it's definitely a different take. Hey Flo, different take of it, but I think it'll be cool. I think it will be cool. I'll give it a watch. The E I've always missed out on. I've always wanted the E. I've always wanted that one. No, I'm actually best sharing this, aren't I? I never share this, and I really should. But I'll give it a. I'll definitely give it a watch. When it hits, because I was watching your show. I watched your show this morning about the Earthrise stuff. Scorponok and Skylynx is definites. They are absolutely definites. RC has kind of swayed me now. Folks. RC's definitely swayed me. And I think that's cool. I like the look of her, especially if it's like an upgraded version of the LG10. So I will probably get her. Scorponok is a gimme, so is Skylynx, because I missed out in the Combiner Wars Skylynx. But hey, Kato. Back to the show before you're off with not kick. No worries, Bill. I'll still be probably here. But that Megs, that I'm still not sure in the Megs. Kato, I'm on the same boat as you with that Starscream. I just don't know what it is, dude. It's like the top of it looks brilliant, and then when you flip it under, it's just whereas I like the Cybertronian ones. I think just because I never got the silly Kenny the third party ones when they came out. I didn't get any of them, so I was quite happy with the Siege ones. But did you see you leaving it in alt mode? See, if I do see it, dude, I will get it. I know I will. I mean, I always moan, say I'm not buying this. The one I'm just definitely not buying is the Megatron. I just don't want another repaint. I've still not seen Prime yet, but I know I will buy it to add to the Prime collection. But it's just that trailer. I just hate the trailer. But again, if Toy Hacks do something, it'll be interesting to see if they will do good colours for it. Just make it pop that a little bit more. But I'm waiting on Toy Hack stuff just now. That's how I've not made any videos. I'm waiting for about... Yeah, that's it. Kato is just a cheaper looking mould. I think, was it like myself, you, input, like in Discord, like when we were all talking, like, see if they did it as the G2 colouring, like that green with the purple, like tiger stripes, or the camouflage story, I'd be so instantly be like, that's cool, because I didn't get the Siege Select. I know Patriots got it. I can't remember who else has got it, but I like that look, and I couldn't get it here. So if it was something similar to that idea with the Generation 2, I would have loved that. But to have the exact same fucking mold again, it's like, no, skip. I'm happy with the Siege. I'm happy with that one. Sorry, just sharing this. But did you see the trailer, dude, for Siege? For the show on Netflix. There, shared. Well, like 2 bots. Right, you should be Prime and Megs Prime. They've done well. Yeah, did see. I watched your review. Like, sort of the way it transforms and that, like parts of the leg do remind me a mixture of the Siege and slight parts of the Studio 38. I don't know if you felt that way, especially see like at the like the wee bits at the side. And that I like, but I know I'll get it, dude. I know I'll get it. What's the pins like? That's the only thing, because it's not screws anymore. It's all just like they're all pinned now. Is it to cut costs or what? I've not heard anything. No worries, ACP. No worries, dude. I hope you're keeping well. I hope you're keeping well, dude. But No, that's what I was saying at the start as well. I managed to grab today 4 Battle Masters. I think they were Wave 1. Managed to get them for roughly £9. And I think one still goes here for 12. So it was just empty the shelf. I'll just take. I've still not opened them yet. They're still down the stair. I just came up the stairs, started doing my college work, try to get the documentary all shot, and I fucked it up. I'm going to have to go back through it again. I've totally rushed it, try to have this done for Monday. Weather's been terrible, and obviously I just wasn't well at all. So that's how I've still got like my studio set up still out. This room's like a complete riot. It's a complete mess. So I'm going to have to tidy this up. But I did spend time last night, and I think you've just seen pictures, but I can't wait to show you the new intro when the videos come back. That took me about maybe 3 hours. I've never used After Effects, never. And I had to teach myself just watching YouTube videos and just like zooming in. Right, okay, so this is where this is going, and then eventually worked. And I was kind of hoping the plugin I managed to get would work, but it didn't. It just didn't work. So I was absolutely annoyed at that. Absolutely annoyed. But how's everyone's day anyhow? How's everyone been? Trailers on YouTube. I just shared that. Yeah, I like it. I would love to have heard the original voices, but I'm cool with it's a different take. I did like the machinima for what it was. I think see because I just wanted something that's Transformers, and they gave you that look of Transformers, and then obviously just by the time it got to Power of the Primes, I just didn't care anymore. But the only thing I'm hoping for is they're just like 25 minutes long. They could, I don't know, could it be less? It's mostly aimed at us because what's Cyberverse? Is that about 10 minutes, isn't it? Those shows, I've never watched one. Surprisingly, I've never watched a Cyberverse episode. But the Siege, I'm looking forward to. Something good to watch. But it is very that anime style Netflix put out, and I really do like the look of it. It's really got me pumped to watch it when it comes out in June. So Flo, if you're still listening, dude, you better get Netflix. To start doing live streams again, dude. I mean, if I'm trying to think, I don't know how you do this here, but how do you put like what do you call it again? Is there any way? I take it as a paid version of StreamYard that allows you to put something in the screen to watch. I know, obviously, with OBS, I can just hit a switch and it changes it. But is there any way you can do it with StreamYard? Just try to look to see if you can. Settings. It says green screen. I could have easily set up my green screen and just played the trailer on my back. Instant clicks. Yeah, I'm the same, dude. 30 minutes, 25. I'd be happy with 25 minutes. Good story and good action. I'll be happy. I wouldn't want any other more than that. But it's good. That's what I'm happy about. At least I know I shouldn't I? The bad side is, right, and at least I can just say it here because I don't care. Because I've been sitting doing all my college work, and because it was rain and snowing and hail, I'm just sitting in my boxers with my t-shirt. So if I was to stand up, I'm going to scare everybody. So it's one of the ones I was like, angle the camera, nobody can see. Yeah, that's that. Just like the toys. Look, everybody, somebody's moving the toys. It's all stop motion. I'm just sitting here blocking everything. I should have done it. I never actually thought of that. I might do something with the green screen if I'm doing a live show to see how this works. I know OBS is a lot easier. Like if I was for talking to I wanted to show it. I know OBS is so easy, but I'm trying to figure this out still. And it's like, right, okay, how can you do this? Because I've seen use guys. I don't know if you were using StreamYard last night, and you could put in something on the screen. And I didn't know how you done it, and I've been looking about how do you do it, because I was also going to show the wee intro I've made now, which took me about 4 hours. I still have to finish it. I have to do the right, Graham. I have to do the voiceover for it, because I just done the green screen work, and I just done the voice. Then I was like, right, okay, right, I'll animate all that stuff, and then I'll just have to go back over it again in my microphone. No, this one, but the one down the stair for the reviews, and redo the voice and put in the Cybertronic Spree track, which I can't wait for, because that sounds like, well, second year with the channel. Let's go Generation 2, which I think it'll be cool to actually see when it's done, and it's just a different look compared to the likes of because Kato, I think, would have remembered some of my old videos. Did you start watching them when it was like I still had the border around with Megatron and Prime on it, and I think I was still doing angling the camera at a table. It wasn't even done good. It was just basic because I didn't spend any money on this. I just went completely blind into reviewing. I didn't realize how much you guys have spent on something to make it look professional. To what the videos we all do now. Yeah, it's well, funny enough, the video I'm actually going to be doing for Toy Hacks, it's the last night Optimus. No, but it's the Age Extinction Optimus Prime. But because I've got so many of those night ones, I was like, do you know what? I'll just bring them and compare them all, like the Black Knight and stuff, when it comes. And I was like, well, that's quite ironic. That was the very first video I did, was the last night. No, it was the Age Extinction. It was a Japanese exclusive. I can't remember its actual name, but it was the one where the detail in the night was a lot better. Like you can change the mask and stuff. Like the movie accurate sword compared to the stuff we got just as leader class for the movie. So I'm getting decals for that. Getting decals for Six Gun. I finally got him. So that means now I have to get Metroplex's decals, which I'm not looking forward to, because that's then another 4 hours, 5 hours decaling up a Titan. But then again, I'll complain about that, but then we'll get Scorponok, and then we'll complain again. But I tell you what, Scorponok looks fantastic. That looks amazing, that Titan. That blew me away as soon as I seen it. So there is a few I do want. RC's a gimme. Skylinks, because I missed out on Combiner Wars. The only thing I don't like about him is his little chicken legs, but it's Skylinks, so I'll let it slip. But Scorponok, I just love the look of that. But I wonder if they'll bring out another big combiner. But I can't think of any now. I can't think of any. I mean, the only one, but then its masterpiece was Raiden. Because that's the masterpiece, isn't it? I wonder if they'll do something for Earthrise, like how they done with Predaking. And obviously, what's his name? Devastator. It'd be cool to see if they actually did do something like that. And I've run out of USB ports to charge my vape. It's going to be a long night. But let's see. Hey, Danny. Just on my way, I want to say, no, Danny, look, thank you, pal, for popping in. Pal, I've been binge watching some of your videos, and I do love the Transformer ones, and it's I still kind of get over like, oh, there's that Decepticon one. It's like, just kill Ironhide, don't care. Yeah, ACP. I'm looking forward to Skylinks. I think I seen a second-hand one for Combiner Wars, but I'm just gonna skip it now. I'm just gonna get that Earthrise. I do like the look of it. I really do like the look of it. But the RC, I really do like that RC. What was the other one? What was the other one I seen? It was the Micromasters. Was it the race team? Because I've got the Generation 1. I think I did it in the Sky. Oh, what is that? It's that bad I've got to look at my actual video. What is this bot called? Well, it was a base. Where's Generation 1? Sky Shadow? Or Sky Stalker? Yeah, Danny, I'm the only one, Megatron. Megatron, I am not fussed about. I'll pass on that. But RC, Skylinks, the Micromasters, definitely. Because I have that little pink that race car. I've got that as Generation 1. So if I can get the new version of that, I'll be absolutely over the moon. Scorponok's a definite. That to finish the Titans finally. I can't wait to go right. There's the last Titan down. That's it. Tiger Lord, man, those lips are brilliant. Or is it the t-shirt you're looking at? It could be anything. Whatever floats your boat. Yeah, some of them look absolutely brilliant. The one I do like the look RC because it does remind me of the LG10 mold, but just that bit big. That looks a bit bigger, especially when it was like in the stand with Scorponok. So if I can get my hands on her, that'd be brilliant. The Megs, no. What was the other one? The other one I'm not fussed over. That's annoying me because I put all the pictures up in the Discord as well with some of the guys. Discord, 2 seconds. This would be easier actually. If I see the pictures, then I can actually see these. Oh, we've been talking some amount in the other day. Double Dealer looks good. I do like the look of that. But there's one Smokescreen. That was it. Smokescreen. Smokescreen I do like the look of. I do like even though he's got a big chin on it, he's got a big Thanos chin. I do like that look of him, and at least it gets away from that mold of Siege had. Bad side is we all know now there's going to be so many versions of that car. We're just going to get the exact same as Siege again. So that's going to be the bad side to that. There's going to be a lot of repaints. But I'm interested to see if they'll bring other obscure ones. I'd still love to have seen anything from the, like, because I love the Japanese side, I'd love to have seen anything from the Super God Force or Victory. I doubt they will now. I don't think they will. But if they say anything like, by the way, here's a version of Star Saber or the Saurus, then I'm sold instantly. Because at least with the Super God Force, we got the Course of the Power Master, God Gunrai, and Overlord. So I'd be interested to see if they do something for Victory. Especially when they did that the stuff for Zone, which I'd never thought they would bring something out for Zone. But it's one of those things, like, people still love that one episode. I think I've watched it a few times. I've got the DVDs, but I've watched it a few times, and it's just one of those things. It's like, oh, Star Sabre's down again, okay, so new leader, and then it just made no sense. Absolutely made no sense. But I'd like to have seen if it went further than just the one episode. But yeah, and I do listen to it in Japanese. There's no way I'm listening to that in English dub. That English dub is terrible. Absolutely horrendous. But no, guys, like, I think it's a good time. Like Kato said, it's a great time to be a geek. The other stuff I seen was the real Ghostbusters. They're bringing back out the real Ghostbusters, which blew me away, because I was like, oh, I've still got the Firehouse, I've still got Ecto 1, but my figures I've either lost them when I was small or my Proton packs were broke. Remember, because like on the bit you could put them on, you could twist it round and like the beam would spin round. That bit was well and truly broke when I was small. So I might get a few of them just to put back in the station. If I do get them, then maybe I'll put the station up in the background. Because the only thing that's sitting there is my NES. With my, well, it was standing up until Gaia decided to walk past and scalp it. Is my gold case Zelda 2. Yep, Zelda 2. With my Ocarina. So I don't know, I might set up the ghost house. Because I always wanted the Lego one, but it's one of those ones that's like, I am not paying that amount for a dollar Lego. It's bad enough the Death Star's there, but the wife bought that, so I'm not complaining. That's on her, not on me. Because what's the other thing? They finally showed the G.I. Joe figures. I mean, I've never been a big G.I. Joe guy, but I seen finally they're bringing them out. Is that the guys that make the Fortnite figures? No worries, Danny. You have a good day at work, pal, and I'll catch you after. Pal. Is it the guys that make the Fortnite figures? I'm not too sure on that one, but is that a Hasbro Pulse thing again, or is that just coming? Is that just coming straight to shelves? I might look into it now, Kato. I never ever bought a G.I. Joe. Well, my mum, because I was too young. But now, like, when I see some of the pictures, especially on Instagram, I'm going to have to tag you in this guy's Instagram, because like he was putting up like stuff from Mask, like in great condition, and then he put up the aircraft carrier of G.I. Joe. And I was like, holy shit! And that was the first, I think it was only a couple of years ago, that was the first time I ever seen it. I've never seen that before, and I was like, that is a toy. That is a toy. Then look at the crap we all get. I'm like, what the fuck? What happened to stuff like that? But no, you're right, dude. It is an amazing time to be a geek. Totally brilliant. The flag, that's it, dude. That's it. I think I'd love to have seen stuff from the mask come back out. I remember having one, but see, the thing is, I've never been able to see this one again. I've searched for it in Google. I don't remember it being on the show, but it was a NASCAR, and once done its like transformation, it was like instead of just being flat, it would go up with the wheels pushing the car up like that, and the main body like that. So instead of being that way, it was like that. I can't, for the life of me, I can't remember. It was blue, white, and red. I remember the colours that much, but I don't remember. I've never seen it again at all. And I think the last time I had that would have been 30 years ago. 30 years ago, I got that. 6 feet of expensive goodness. I wonder, obviously it'd be silly prices now, but I wonder how much that was back in the day. Because that would have been 2 when that came out. So that probably be about a couple $100 at least. But crazy money now. You want this in a box? Couple of grand. Just sell me one of part of your body and that's it. Just give me that arm, that'll do. And sorry, phone was going. I was getting messages. But no, just like I said at the start, if anybody's watching back, I think it's a good time to be a Transformer fan. I think we're actually getting good stuff, apart from Megs. But the Siege thing, I'm looking forward to, and I can't wait. It was around $100. That's insane. But then again, if you look at inflation, that's crazy. Absolutely crazy. But then again, we could get G1 bots for $5, $10. I hate being an adult, but I miss that time. How can I not be an adult then? And then I would have I still have good 80s music. So, but guys, I'm going to head. I just wanted to do a quick live stream, just to take time away from doing my documentary. I needed a break from it, and coming on doing a lot of live stream. I see why you guys do it. It does, sorry, it does de-stress, and it does. You can just shoot the shit. But guys, if you're live later on, I'll definitely be on your streams anyhow. So I will catch you all later. But thank you for showing up. And if anybody's watching, if you're click on the live chat and you see any of these channels that you're not subscribed to, please check everyone out. And I will see you in the next video. See you guys.